Hey, how are you all doing? Just want to say hi to everybody who'll be watching this stream later, and anybody who's here now. I hope you're having a good day, having a nice weekend. All right. So hello, everyone. Do we have anybody here yet? All right. Well, we'll just do some fun readings and see how things are going to go for the weekend. If nobody's around yet, there we go. Hey, Netta, Michelle, how are you? You'd like to know why they failed your teaching practicum. Okay. I will definitely do a reading for that. All right. Hope you're all doing good tonight. Hope you're having a good weekend. All right. So, why did they? Oh, hey, TT. I thought the question sounded familiar, but I didn't recognize the name. Okay. I know I won't use this deck of cards then. I know you like my Rider-Waite deck, so I'll use that. Why did they fail your teaching practicum? Because we know you want to be a teacher. All right, let's see what we end up getting here. Usually when I send you a video, you don't get to see the whole process of this. But here it is. You'll get to see. TT, I'm always happy. Always happy to do it for you. Michelle, if you have any questions, if you're still here, please feel free to ask a question. I'll gladly give you a reading. I am more than happy to do readings for everybody. All right, so why did they fail you? Well, it looks like here they've taken some type of action that doesn't make not making a lot of people happy, and it seems to be like a maturity type thing. Maybe they didn't think you were quite ready for it. If I take the next card, there it is. I mean, the Hierophant is an institution. So as an institution, they probably thought you were not quite ready to do it. Usually this is a group of friends. This may be another group of people who just, had thought about it and decided, not quite ready. And we're looking to possibly wait a little while, let you think about it, and move into your future for a little while. Think which direction and which path you really want to take. And again, that's all because of an institution, someone who is of authority, and they're the ones who make these decisions. So somebody in authority really wants you to make sure this is for you. And they're saying here that you're just not quite ready enough. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? So that's my reading, TT. Sorry, it couldn't have been better, but that was kind of what the cards were saying. Michelle would like to know your next year in grad school, how it will go. You'd like the Rider-Waite too? Sure, I'll gladly use Rider-Waite for you. If you're trying to learn how to do tarot and stuff and all of it, well, welcome to my world. I'm learning as well. I'm I'm not a professional tarot reader. Obviously, all of my readings are for entertainment purposes only. I hope you can hit like and subscribe down there at the bottom of the screen. I would appreciate it. I appreciate all that. And if you're feeling generous, you can always donate. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. All right. How will your next year in grad school go, Michelle? All right. Well, again, the Hierophant came up. And you saw me shuffle. And I don't take cards just from the top. You got... So this is major. It's not... You've got 3 major cards in here. And so it's not something that obviously that's going to be taken lightly. It'll be something that is important to you. And because it's important to you, you're going to need to temper it with a little bit of, not with justice, but you just want to be, even keeled about it. You want to make sure that you are ready for it. You probably have some type of a decision by the end of next year's grad school. You'll have a decision to make. Do you want what's on the left hand, or do you want what's on the right hand? So you'll have a choice. It may not be an easy choice, as you see the rocky ships here in the background. That's water is emotion. The ocean being rough like that is a rough decision. Doesn't mean it's going to be an easy decision, but you're a master of your craft, and whatever it is you're going to grad school for, you're really good at it. It's something that you're really good at. It looks like, here in the end, the 10 of Cups is always completion. It's always happiness and joy. You've got the family there. You've got the cups up in the rainbow, and everybody's happy. They've got a house in the background. They're on solid ground. It really looks good, and it looks like the school, the institution, again, that you're going to. The institution is going to give you its blessing, when you graduate. With that graduation, it will give you its blessing. And that is what I see for your next year in grad school. You're working on your master's in social work. Excellent. Social work is really good. That's a good field. That's a nice, it's rewarding. And that's where that 10 of Cups, where everybody's happy. That's where that really comes in. Yeah, you'll survive, I'm sure. Remember, again, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. I always have to preface things with that, and always have to say it. I put it right there at the bottom of the screen all the time, so everybody knows. But that was a nice reading. Tiffany wants to know, what does Cameron feel about me? Does he like me? Yeah, let's see. Let's see what Cameron thinks of you. TT and Michelle, you may like this deck that I'm going to use because it is very much Rider-Waite style. Just some of the pictures are a little bit different, but you might like this one. You might like this one. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you like it after I'm done with the reading. All right. So Tiffany, let's see what's going on with you and Cameron. Okay. All right, so you and Cameron are you guys you a couple now, or is this something that you want to that you're looking to get into? Are you looking to become a couple with Cameron, or are you already a couple? Or are you friends at this point? Because right now I'm seeing that the relationship you want is going to take work. As you can see, this person's doing work here. The Three of Pentacles. That it is going to take work. You're not, but you'd like to. Oh, and you've been talking, so that's good. It will take some work, and that, of course, that'll be the talking and stuff. So I think I definitely think that's where it's going to begin, where you're going to have to do a lot more talking before things can possibly even go a little bit further. Looks like somebody's slowly moving away from the other person. One of these is moving away, not like moving your apartment or moving in a house or something like that, but just kind of drifting off from you, from one or the, I shouldn't say you, from one or the other. And the other person feels like they have no way of going back. There's a barrier here, and they've moved off into the distance as well. So everybody seems to be going away. One of you has your guard up, always has your guard up, always making sure that you are guarded behind, from behind, so nobody can sneak up behind you, stab you in the back, anything like that. And he may have another choice. He may have somebody else in mind, that gives him another choice, whether he wants to pursue something further with you or just kind of keep you in the friend zone. Will he be back? No, if you were already with him and he was gone, he will definitely not be back. Like I said, he has another choice, and you've got two cards that are completely going away and leaving the situation, which leaves one person very guarded, which would be you at that point. Unfortunately, I'd have to say no, he would not be coming back if you were together beforehand. So, if you're friends, you'll probably stay friends. And, that's not such a bad thing, because there's always somebody else out there. But somebody's got to make a choice. All right, Tiffany, I appreciate the question. TT, glad you like that deck of cards. I think the relationship is done. Yeah, I would say so. I would say. That's just my personal belief. Again, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, it is a great deck. It very much goes along, like I said, with the Rider-Waite deck. It's just that the images are a little more modern. They're a little more modern. There's the Two of Cups, of course, in Rider-Waite. And if I look really quick, I can show you. Maybe. And you can kind of get a comparison of what they look like, if I can ever find it. Of course, it's always going to be the last card. You know why it's always the last card? Because then you stop looking. Oh, come on now. Just waiting, just biding time now. Did he like you? Again, I think it was something that it was being worked on. I really think it was something that needed a lot of work. There it is, Two of Cups. So if you take a look there at the Two of Cups from Rider-Waite, and you take a look at the Two of Cups from, this is a Llewellyn deck made by Barbara Moore, who also makes many other beautiful decks. Her and she makes decks and has someone else illustrate them, and they're really, really nice. Oh gosh, Michelle, you got so many Rider-Waite's, huh? Yeah, this one is, like I said, you can definitely see the similarities in this deck to this deck. These cards are a little bigger, they're a little wider, but the similarities are there. You know, you've got the lion and the wings, you've got the symbol there, and the man and the woman, they're holding hands. You know, here you can see where he's reaching out and either touching her hand, or touching a cup. Here you can see where they're actually holding hands and tipping their cups together. So, you know, they're basically the same. It's a really nice deck. I like to use this one a lot. But when I get requests, of course, for Rider-Waite, then I use Rider-Waite, which I don't mind. But I do enjoy this one. I do enjoy that other Llewellyn deck. So Tiffany, I'm real sorry that he won't be back. I don't think so. He won't be back. And did he like you? Yeah, I think he likes you as a friend. I think it's something that he worked on to become friends with you. I think that's how it was. I think it was a friendship, and I think it stayed, you know, it's something that's going to stay a friendship. I think it was something that should have started off in the friend zone and continue on in the friend zone. He's really got some other, like I said, it looks like he has another choice, somebody to be in a relationship with. And that's, that's kind of where he is with that one. Does anyone else have a question? I would gladly answer more questions. I'm here for, as long as we want to be, I guess. Gladly do more questions for you, though. I can always show you. He told you he loved you before? Oh, and that was nice. I just don't know how much I believe. I mean, you, like I said, you have your guard up, so you may not have believed it at the time. Even that may not have been something that you had believed. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's tough. That's what, all I can tell you is what the card said, what the layout says, what the cards say. You have to kind of go with your own gut. You go with your gut feeling on how things are and how you'd like them to be. And always, this is entertainment only. So that's kind of how it goes. TT, you had another question? Sure. His guard is up. He's been broken so many times. Well, there you go. That's why he feels like he's moving away then, probably. That's why you have so many moving away cards, because he has had that issue before so many times, and he's very guarded about it. And that's why you're working so hard to get this relationship. TT, what's your other question? I'll show you another nice deck if you like the other two. TT, you still there? You said you had a question. Is it a really long question? It takes a long time to type? That could be. That's how it works for me usually. What does the stern King of Swords intend? Oh, that's an interesting one. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. We're going to use a very different deck. This is the Anna Kay Tarot. I really like this deck as well. I have 4 tarot decks and an oracle deck. And the 4 tarot decks, you've seen 3 of them. The other one is Tarot and Tarot and Wonderland, which is an Alice in Wonderland style. Again, this one's based off of Rider Waite again, just like just like most of these are. They're very Rider Waite type of thing. This one, instead of having wands, it has rods. It uses rods instead of wands, which is nice. It's just a little different. So it starts off where it doesn't really want your bad King of Swords doesn't really want anything except for you to be happy here. It wants you to be happy, but you're not. You're definitely not happy. Here you are in the rain with the broken cups, and one cup you can't even reach. You've got things that are out of reach right now. Again, the high priest is very much in charge, very much of a rules and very set rules and very set in their ways. And if this is what something says, this is how it's going to go. It's not going to be any other way with the high priest. The Knight of Rods is moving in towards you. The Knight of Wands, rods, is moving towards you. He looks like he's holding up his flag, and he's just like the King of Swords. He is on the charge. He's in charge. He's moving along, but it looks like in the end, the King of Swords, your King of Swords problem, wants you to move forward. It wants you to move away. You see how you can't see real good on that one. You see how here on the Eight of Cups, she's moving here towards nothing. There's nothing over here, which is really your future. You're moving towards your future, and all the cups are lined up back here where you can't go backwards. So you really the only thing you can do is move off into your future and not look back at something, and that would be the whole idea of it. Don't move backwards. Go forward. If you go back, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be able to reach your goals. Even though you might think you're starting happy, you're not happy. Move forward. Move into your future. You will definitely find that your future will get brighter. Do I see any communication, Tiffany? Let me take a look. Let's see. I'll do another reading for that. Absolutely. Will Cameron and Tiffany have any type of communication? I really appreciate you guys being here. That's for sure. It's been great talking to you all and having you here. I'm doing readings for you. The more readings I do, the better I get. And hey, you guys get free readings, so how much better is it? How much better can it be, right? How much better can it be? Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I definitely need all the likes and subscribes that I can get. A lot of Pentacles. We got the 4, the 8, and the 6 of Pentacles. So it looks like again he's moving away. He's got all his possessions with him. He doesn't want to let go of anything. He doesn't want to lose anything. And you've got this barrier between him and everyone else. And just like before, you had the wall behind him where it was the wands, and they were all lined up, and he was out front to make sure he didn't get blindsided or backstabbed. You got the same thing here. He's got a wall up between him and everyone else. It does show, again, this is another card that shows if you work hard at what you want, you work hard at what you want, you will get it. And here, here it is giving something. He's giving you some type of something earthly, something. It's probably not money, but it's probably earthly, which may be that communication that you're looking for. It may be, that he's reaching out to make phone calls or text you or something like that. And you're not exactly sure because this is you, the beautiful woman, and this is what you see of yourself. You're seeing yourself in the mirror as being all tied up. You're wrapped up in so much in this whole thing, so much that you can't see that you're really the beautiful woman. And again, here he is. He's looking off to he's looking off to the side here where there's nothing, and that's his future. And he also has the barrier up again. There's that barrier. He's always just, he's always protecting himself. He's extremely protective of himself. Not that that's a bad thing, especially after knowing that he's, why his guard is up, because he's had so many breakups and so many issues. So that explains why all the time it shows up with all these different barriers and stuff. But remember, this is you. You see yourself the wrong way. You want to make sure you see yourself as the beautiful woman, and he may end up seeing you. He'll end up seeing you that way. I would say that yes, he will try to contact you in some way. Matter of fact, I'll throw out an oracle card for you here and see if there's a theme to it that helps. Yeah, regeneration. If you can see that, I hope. Regeneration, that's what you want to do. You're looking to regenerate this whole thing. You're looking to regenerate this relationship. And, like I said, I think he'll contact you because I think he wants to be friends with you. I think he wants to be friends. I just don't know that it's ever going to go past the friend zone type thing. Turn your phone back on. He might be trying to text you. You never know. Does he text you often? Is that something he does all the time? You're very welcome, by the way, TT. All right. Anyone else have any questions? I'm just going back and looking through to make sure I didn't miss any. Sure. Once in a blue moon, once in a blue, he'll text you, huh? Well, who knows? Maybe tonight's the night. You never know. Why the Nine of Swords? What the Nine of Swords means for you? You pulled it as your semi-annual card in December. All right, the Nine of Swords. Let's take a look at the Nine of Swords, and then if we look at it, we'll get a better idea of exactly what it's trying to tell you and what it really means. And if you know what it really means, then you will have a much better idea of what it's trying to tell you. The Nine of Swords, though, I can remember is the one where you are up and kind of in bed with all the swords around you, correct? I think that's the one we're thinking of, the Nine of Swords. I'm positive that's what it is. And what that means is that you're losing sleep over a situation. You are, or you will be losing sleep over a situation whatever, whatever that situation is that you were thinking of at the time. If it was just a general reading, then something was going to come up at some point in the next 6 months that you were looking at. Yeah, here you go. 9 of Swords. In the next 6 months that you were looking at, that is going to make you feel like you're being kept awake at night. That's kind of the whole idea of the 9 of Swords. It's just constantly making you think that you're worried about something, and you should have unfortunately some sleepless nights over it. Now, if it's over Cameron, you may have already had your sleepless nights over that, based on what you've already told me and based on the readings we've had. Yeah, anxiety. It's a very, very anxious. You could definitely call that an anxiety card. It's sad, obviously. It's depressed. If you look at both of them, I mean, both the girls are holding their heads in their hands. It's not going to be a happy card, that is for sure. It's something you have. I mean, it's not. Oh, did I say Michelle? I'm so sorry. Yes, Tiffany's with Cameron. Michelle, though, that is correct. It is anxiety is there. It's anxiety. So at some point in the next 6 months that you were looking for, you were doing a semi-annual reading. There is something that would keep you up at night. Again, there's 3 of them, 3 different 9 of Swords to look at, and they're all basically the same. It's a woman holding her head, sitting up in bed, not able to sleep, with all the swords around her. Yeah, I understand that. I definitely understand that, Michelle. That could be the problem. I mean, if you're having problems sleeping, that's what this is all about. Anxiety and night terrors or nightmares that you have, stuff like that. You like this one, the 3rd card? That's a good one. That's a nice one. Again, that's that Llewellyn deck that you can get. It was a box set called Your Tarot, Your Way by Barbara Moore. So if you ever wanted to look it up on Amazon, I'm sure it's on there. Yeah, it's a really pretty deck. It's a very, very Rider Waite. It's just a tiny bit different. You can see the roses are the same here and here. Yeah, and again, it is the woman holding her head. So yeah, Michelle, that would be my answer to it. Definitely. All right. TT, you want to know why Belinda was bullying you? Yeah. I want to know why that too. Again, I hope she's stopped by now. Now she's probably going the other way, and now she's like super duper nice to you, right? And like your best friends. I know we talked about her before. I hope you guys can all hear me really well, and I hope the video is nice and clear so you can see the cards and read the cards that are there. Oh, you got a lot of aces. So you've got the King of Pentacles, who is very grounded. He's very much interested in earthly things. Very mature though. He's very mature, which is most likely you, because if you're being bullied, obviously that person is not being mature. But you've taken a new action, and you've had some new emotions about it. You feel better since you've taken that action, and so it really has helped you. It looks like I said, she's probably becoming overly friendly now. Um, Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, this is a beautiful. It really is a beautiful deck. Um, I like this one a lot. But yeah, it's she's definitely probably overdoing it at this point with the friendship. But I wouldn't say it's going to go back to bullying again. But I wouldn't say that it's never going to be a friendship, real friendship. It's just an act. She's just putting on an act to keep herself out of trouble now, since you've already spoken to somebody higher and wiser than her. So that would be what's going on with it, with Belinda. Why did she do it? Because she is not as mature as you are. That's why. She's just immature. That would be my reading for that one. Like I said, that deck comes from a box set called Your Tarot, Your Way by Barbara Moore. And it's a great box. It's a great box set if you like it. Of course, it's 78 cards, and it's a pretty decent sized book. 205 pages, 203 pages. Yeah, it's a nice book that came with it. It tells you all about it. Tells you about all the cards. Tells you about some spreads. It gives you ideas. You can tells you that you can learn to read with any deck. It's all about you. It's all about tarot. I don't usually read reversals, so there's a section in there about reversals, and I don't do those too much. At this point, trying to read 78 cards is difficult enough. Trying to figure out what 156 cards would mean would be even more difficult if I had to read the reversals to go along with it. But yeah, that's that deck, and that's exactly how that one goes. Does anybody else have another question? I mean, I can go with questions for as long as you would like. It's just the four of us here, the three of you and me. But I certainly know that I do have followers out there that will watch my live stream later, and they'll watch and hopefully enjoy this later. And after last night's broadcast, I did have one person in, and but I had some really great feedback from people who had read it later or watched it back later and stuff, and that made me feel like I was doing the right thing here. This is only my second live broadcast, and I was scared to death last night doing it. I'll have to tell you. Tiffany, you want to know? Okay, so Tiffany wants to know if Cameron feels like she manipulated him. I'm going to show you my other. I'll show you my other deck. You might like this one too. This is an extremely colorful deck. Does he think that you manipulated him? After I'm done, I'm going to ask you a question. You've got the King of Wands. You've got the Hangman. You've got Temperance. My goodness, you've got all these big cards. I don't think he feels like you've manipulated him. I don't think that's what he's thinking. I don't see that. I do see where you may be looking at things from the wrong perspective. That's for sure. Again, it's maturity. It's all about maturity. This is not a right now. Does not seem like a matured long-term relationship like it should, because you're looking at it in the wrong perspective. If you didn't have if you had the right perspective on it, you would realize again that it's probably the friend zone. But everything being equal, and you're not, again, here's the Eight of Swords. This is the same card you got before, and that again shows that you are seeing yourself as this person who's just wrapped up so much in the whole idea of him being upset with you or mad at you or not wanting to talk to you. Just keep in mind, if you guys are friends, you're friends right now, keep it at that. And if things blossom into something more, then you go for it. Then you can do that. You don't want to, you don't want to be second choice, though. You don't want to be you don't want to be the side person. You don't want stuff like that. You don't want that kind of thing. You want to make sure that if that's going to be the case, you just stay friends, because here you can see, if you try to be something that you're not, you're just going to cut off everybody else here that's part of this. So that's, I would say, yeah, he doesn't feel manipulated by you. He just feels like you are your friends right now. And that's kind of where he's put it. He's put it into the friend zone. Even though he's told you he loves you, you didn't believe it at the time. And my question to you was going to be, do you personally feel like you manipulated him? Do you feel like you did? All right, let's see if we can get a better, clearer feeling, TT. So I'm going to try and do readings like this every night around 6 o'clock p.m. It should be 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, which right now it's 6:45. So we've been going for 45 minutes, which is great. Oh, see here, you got the same things. She bullied you because she doesn't care. She just doesn't care. She doesn't care that your feelings were hurt. She doesn't care about anything to do with it. She doesn't have any feeling that bullying was the wrong thing. She thought, that would make her feel better. And all it does is makes you feel stabbed in the back directly, very literally stabbed in the back. I don't know that you guys were ever friends, Definitely not sure if you were ever friends, but if so, you would definitely feel stabbed in the back. So you're moving, backwards, looking in on this, looking back to what happened with Belinda, and you've made yourself, and again, you've put walls up, so you've guarded yourself. You've guarded yourself a lot, and you won't put down that guard. And unfortunately, if you don't put down your guard a little bit, then you probably won't get some other friends. You may not get other friends that are, that are there. You may not be open to new friendships with people. So that's why that's why I think she did it. And like I said before, I think she's immature. I think that was part of the problem too. So Tiffany, yeah, you did. You called them names. The last time you spent time together was a month ago. I would suggest text him. Again, all these readings are for entertainment purposes only, obviously, and stuff. But it wouldn't kill you to text him, right? What would you say? I know that's the next question. What do I say? That's up to you. Hello is usually a good starter, though. He always acts jealous of you, that he's jealous that you are. I'm not sure what he's jealous of. What's he jealous of? Temperance coming up a lot tonight. Will you get a new job soon? Yes. That's the short answer. Nine of Pentacles means you're going to be working on something. You'll be working on a new project. It'll be something that you enjoy. You can see it's very sunny, very happy. It's just, it'll be a project that you're going to work on, a job that you'll work. You may be working by yourself, instead of with a group. Although over here, the Nine of Cups does show a big, happy group of people. So I would say, yeah, you're going to get a new job. The star you're following. This is following your star, following your dream. And that's kind of how that's going to go. They have you'll get a new job. You'll be following the path that you really want. You will work with a nice group of people. Unfortunately, there's going to be people that you probably, here we are. There will be people here that you probably won't, that you don't get along with. But unfortunately, every job has people you don't get along with. This could also be somebody who is a very overbearing boss. This could be an overbearing boss that you're not getting along with. This could be, or if you wanted to look at it, you look at his face and he looks very, very overbearing. But he could also be somebody who is trying to guard you. Someone who's trying to guard you from an issue at this new job. So that would be it. That would be my quick answer is, yeah, you'll get a new job. I think so. That's my opinion. So he acts jealous. Just the things he says, like when you talk about other guys, he gets offended. You're welcome, TT. By the way, I appreciate it. He gets offended. You know what? All I can say is we will try. We can always try another reading. I'll give you, we'll do one more reading and see if it comes up pretty much the same or if it's way off. We'll see. Michelle, you want to know if you're going to find a decent romantic partner ever? Have you had indecent ones before? All right, this one's for Tiffany. Tiffany, I'll do yours again. And then Michelle, I will gladly do your reading right after this. Absolutely. Because so many indecents. Yeah, unfortunately, there are a lot of indecents. Yeah, see, this one's coming up. Again, you've got the Eight of Cups. You got the exact same card this time as you had the first time. You know, here's the wheel. It just shows you the Wheel of Fortune shows you that life is going around. That things are going around, moving on around you. You can always say what comes around goes around, but I don't think that's the case in this. I definitely don't think that's the case. He is somebody who's looking for a longer term relationship. He's not looking for a one nighter or a hit it and quit it kind of thing. He's really looking for a long term relationship, and he's happy with you. He's happy with you. You make him happy. You can see this is the sun. It's shining. It's rays down on everything and making everything happy. You got the Two of Cups right after that, which is, again, this is a huge love card. This is a huge love card. It shows that there's definitely love in that. But I still see him putting up a barrier and keeping his distance, keeping a distance from you. I just don't, I don't think it's terrible. I mean, I don't see where it's terrible, Tiffany. I don't see that. I just see that he's had bad relationships before. He is extremely guarded, and he has his guard up with you. And you have to find a way. We had the work card there before, the Three of Pentacles, where it was, you have to work on. You really have to work. Going to really have to work on getting that relationship going and stuff. And that's why. That's the reason why he's had bad relationships in the past. He's been hurt before. We already know that. And he's got his guard up, and unfortunately his guard is up, more than ever now, that with all the times that he's been hurt. That's the issue. That's the big problem. I mean, it's a little better. He's so confusing. Yeah, I know. Why is he happy with you if he's got his guard up? Because I think genuinely he likes you. He likes you. You make him happy. He likes you. Yeah, you had this card before. You had the Three of Pentacles, where it's all working. It's hard work. This is hard work right here. I'm hoping you can see it. It's definitely hard work. And that was the card you had before in the first reading about it. And that's why. That's the reason why. Because it's not that he doesn't like you. It's just that he has been burned so many times. That's what I get. That's what I'm getting. A lot of the same stuff from the first time. But yeah, it's going to take work, and it may take you to be the one to make it happen. He may not come to you. Hey, Shaker Maker, how you doing? I'm so happy to see you. All right, so Michelle, are you ever going to get a decent romantic partner? Because you've had so many indecent ones. I like that. That was very funny. That made me laugh. Shaker Maker, I've been doing this for an hour tonight. It'll be an hour in about 2 more minutes or 3 more minutes. It's been great. Absolutely loving it. I enjoy doing these live streams. I hope you guys decide to come back and see it again. Remember, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. You see that down there? Please like and subscribe. And if you feel like you want to be generous to me, you can always donate at paypal.me/nightreader326. Are you going to find somebody decent? Here we go again with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you've definitely had some indecence. You are definitely looking at some indecence. But that's changing. You know, wheels go round and round, and things go around that starting over. You're definitely going to you'd find somebody who is mature and looking for, looking for a longer term relationship, but something's going to happen and it's not going to stay that way. Unfortunately, somebody would not, somebody in this relationship is not going to stay. And it looks like, it would probably be him, because he wants to follow rules, and he wants again to make sure that things are done by the book that he has. Unfortunately, it's his rule that he wants to live by. And if at some point somebody doesn't live by that rule, then this is the outcome here, which is a terrible breakup. Yeah, I know. Lord have mercy is right. So, yeah. Will you find somebody decent? You could find somebody decent. It's just going to be somebody who's very controlling, wants to control all the situations. And if those situations, if they aren't in control all the time, then things won't be so great. All right. Shaker Maker, I am so glad you're here. I am doing well. You just woke up. I'm just about ready to go get some food. You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. So, all right, Shaker Maker, your question was a good one. Is there somebody new coming into your life soon? Michelle, I appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. Is there somebody coming into Shaker Maker's life? Now, I had somebody, who did I have? Oh, Fruit Loops in here last night. And she asked me a question. Then she went over to Tarot Oracle and asked him the same question. And I was very interested in seeing if I was close to what he would have said or not have said. It was pretty close. It wasn't terribly far off, I guess. You got a lot of majors, I'll tell you that. Get a lot of majors and court cards. That's interesting. You know, the magician, uh, now I can't even think of it. The master of his craft. You know, it looks like, yeah, you'll find somebody who wants a long-term relationship, who is smart, somebody who's smart and knows what they're doing. They have been probably in a long-term relationship before and are looking for another one. And it, you know, with the world, it's going to make you very, very happy. And again, he's going to be a little bit controlling. He's going to want to be the one that takes action all the time. And that may become a burden for you. But if you're willing to let this person take control, yeah, you'll have a great relationship because you've got the world. You got the whole world. And that's really how this one is going with me. That's what I would say. So I hope that resonates with you. I hope that that works out for you, Shaker Maker. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Occasionally you do have bad connections, unfortunately. But yeah, if you didn't get to hear the reading, you can always check back on the replay. But that's that's my reading for you, Shaker Maker. Matter of fact, here I'll throw in. Let's see. We'll throw in an oracle card for you and see. Yeah, that the truth be told, and boy, is it. Truth be told, that you'll probably find somebody who's a little bit controlling and demanding, but if you can stand it, you'll live. You'll live and you'll be happy because you had the world. Truth be told. All right. So, well, does anyone have our final question? I got our final question coming up here if you guys have one. Otherwise, I am going to sign off for the night, and we'll do this again tomorrow night at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Well, if not, that is okay. And I am going to end it here. You guys all have a good night. I really appreciate everything. Michelle, thank you for the donation. I appreciate all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed having your readings done as much as I enjoyed doing the readings. So, yeah, had a great time. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tiffany, and Shaker Maker, Michelle, and TT. I appreciate all of you for being here tonight. And have a great night. And hopefully I'll see you again maybe tomorrow. All right. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.